Namaste, welcome. India, as you know, is one of the countries which has preserved its cultural heritage and ancient arts. Preserved in a sense that it's become an integral part of the daily lives of its people. This is why classical dance has survived. There is also been always a need for dance in our society. The forms of Indian classical dance themselves were so rich and full of life and content that there was no need for change. We are a society of tradition, where traditions are held in these deep reverence and preserved with care. But as globalization plays, we are all seeing so many changes in these dance drama forms, in these dance forms, like its presentations, themes, costumes, lighting, stage setting, and so much. Somehow, in these terms, we are influenced by the Western culture of choreography as well. We talk about Kathak in present scenario. It is becoming international, not for its mesmerizing solo performances, but also for its creation of well choreographed dance dramas. The dance drama tradition in Kathak is not a new concept. Through the centuries, as the presentation shifted to the proscenium stage, the term choreography has gained wider connotation and evolved as the art of visualizing an idea on story and translating it on stage. Through dance, with a balanced blending of the allied arts of music, mime, stage design, costumes, and so forth. Choreography is an alluring aspect of dance. It is freedom for us to express an artistic urge. The word choreography is not new for Indian classical dance traditions, especially Kathak. Kathak used the themes of Kothali culture and the Krishna culture for its composition and also pieces of Abhinay. It was choreographed by masters of Kathak and mythological stories, followed by huge classical music, set setting, sound technique, and costumes became part of dance drama or Nritya Natika in Kathak in the past. And now, the well globalized word which used for it is called dance ballet or choreography or dance drama, adapted from the Western culture. Choreography has been an integral part of Indian dance tradition all along, but sometimes it was not named or it's called composition and so forth. You know what Ashish Mohan Khokar says, that choreography is the art of use of space in dance set to music and guided by some structure of a storyline or maybe abstract. Contemporary modern dance in India had many starts, each generation approaching it with the content and concern of their times. The earliest phase started with Uday Shankar. The second phase came about in 1960s. As in Western culture, Francis Louis Forte has been remembered for ballet, as same Nawab Wajid Ali Shah, the Nawab of Awadh, has also been remembered for his great contribution for creating dance drama tradition in Kathak. Wajid Ali Shah Palace always echoed to the sound of music and dancing. He himself organized many productions of Rahas which were based on Indian themes of the Ras Leela, but were set in a Persian background. The Rahas had most of the element of ballet, but were similar to pigeons in that they were not produced on stage. They were only for the highly sophisticated audience. The music was provided by his court musicians. One of the important poets at the Nawab's court, Syed Aga Hassan Amanat, wrote a dance drama in Urdu, Indra Subha. The play also brought back to Kathak after many centuries. Its elements of Natya led to a wide extension of Bhava, and now we know it is a beginning of dance drama in Kathak. The second phase came about in late 1960s. Both these phases engaged dancers who had not been fully trained in any one given classical dance style. Thus, while the theme remained Indian, treatment could be global. The third phase came when artists trained in classical dance forms created new languages of dance and also in Kathak. In the name of Indian history of dance, Uday Shankar, the pioneer of modern Indian dance, a world renowned Indian dancer and choreographer, was most known for adapting Western, the theatrical techniques to traditional Indian classical dance, imbibed with elements of Indian classical folk and tribal dance, thus laying the roots of modern Indian dance, which he later popularized in India. Europe and United States in 1920s and 30s and effectively placed India and dance on the world map as no other Indian dancer prior to him had ever done. From painting to dancing, he made a smooth transition, and a dancer was born in 1923 when the Russian ballerina Anna Pavlova, then based in London, asked him to create dance with Indian themes. He choreographed Krishna and Radha, possibly in an imagination manner, and then never looked back. In the West, Ruth and Ted Shawn, La Mary, Mary Wigwen, all also interested in Indian themes and spirituality. The interest taken by dancers from also created an awareness amongst the intelligent about Indian classical dance traditions. Uday Shankar had never taken any formal training in any of the classical dance form. He started his famous Uday Shankar India Cultural Center in Simtola near Almora, Uttarakhand in 1940. The center specialized in training to the dancers in the art of creativity, improvisation, concentration and imagination. He divided a course of training of dancer in various related aspects. The great gurus like Shankaran Namundri, Ambi Singh, Kandappa, Ustad Alauddin Khan and others were there for teaching. Narendra Sharma, Shanti Vardhan, Sachin Shankar, Prabhat Ganguly all joined him as students. He also experimented in shadow play. He also made a film Kalpana, which was the record of his choreographies. His associates and followers continue to create in their own individual style what they learned from him. Among them, Shanti Bardhan gave us immortal Ramayana in puppets form. He also introduced the fable of Panchatantra, creating movements of the birds and animals. As an icon, he continues to inspire the generation of dancers to seek new directions. In 1940s, with Uday Shankar's contribution in dance, the name of Ram Gopal is also known for his grand productions with handsome costumes that remained etched in public memory for long, both in India and abroad. And now we go to Madam Menaka, who was the dancing partner of Uday Shankar in all his dance drama, early dance dramas. In the history of Kathak and its revival, the name of Madam Menaka will always be written in golden letters because she devoted her life to this art which was hitherto languishing. She not only revived and enriched Kathak, but also won respectability for it in the cultural society. The idea of producing Kathak ballet had been in her mind even before she became a serious student of dance. At that time, she was established as a queen of Indian ballet dancing under the guidance of Pandit Sitaram Prasad Mishra, a noted Kathak guru of Lucknow Gharana. She presented her debut as a solo dancer in 1928. Her first ballet production, Krishna Leela, was prepared under the Guru's guidance, and it was presented in Bombay in 1934 at the Opera House. This was based on the Vidyapati Vaishnava Padavali. After this ballet, Guru Achan Maharaj brought from Lucknow for the next ballet Deva Vijaya Nritya in 1935. Madam Menaka found immense possibility for group dances in Kathak. She gave it a new dimension through her attractive choreographic creation. She found Kathak as the only classical dance style of India which had self-expressive gestures and which used mime extensively for abhinaya. It didn't demand from the audiences any profound knowledge of mudra and the hastas, and hence it appealed to the wider audiences. With Ram Narayan Mishra, a cousin of Guru Shambhu Maharaj, as her dance partner, Menaka choreographed a number of new Kathak items. She pioneered the choreographing of full-length Kathak ballets with excellent orchestral accompaniments, well-planned costumes, stage decorations, lighting, and so on for these original choreographic creations. One of her most and first bold innovation was to replace comparatively dull and routine solo recitals by beautifully choreographed ballets with attractive mythological themes. She also made new variety of lehras for her compositions. In 1938, for instance, in a scene in Menaka Lasyam dance drama, where the celestial dancer Menaka from Indralok offers the little child of their love, Shakuntala, at the feet of sage Vishwamitra, and the later rejects both. The background music was set in the most appropriate and plaintive Raga Bhairavi. She brought to the stage wonderful combination in lovely choreography, lifting musical accompaniment, effective costumes, lighting and stage decorations. For a choreography of ballets, Menaka received the valuable guidance from her gurus such as Pandit Sitaram Prasad, Ramadatta Mishra, Pandit Ram Narayan and Guru Lachu Maharaj. Menaka's orchestra also won side acclaim for its richness because she and her music directions included a variety of instruments such as sarod, shahnai, pakhavach, tabla, naghanta, xylophone, clappers, tabla tarana, kasta tarana, ghanta tarana, nal tarana, gongs, conches and such. She also paid special attention to the aharya aspects. Some famous Kathak dancers was in her troupe were Damayanti Joshi, Vimala Shavanti Bhosle, Malati and Binita Gupta from Bombay, Anasuya and Kamala from Indore, Gaurim from Kerala, Tapti from Tripura, Gauri Shankar, Prahlad, Narayan, Ramakrishna Shukla, Vasant Nandakiri, the Pandey brothers, Jamnalal and Mohanlal, Kamal Kritikan, Shirin Vajivgdon, Shillo and Martina. Some of the memorable Kathak dance dramas, or known as ballets, presented by Madam Menaka and her troupe were Krishna Leela in 1934, Deva Vijaya Nritya in 1935, Menaka Lasyam in 1935, Malavika Agnimitram in 1939 and Kaliya Daman in 1939. In 1936, they covered the whole Western European parts of East Europe, Geneva, Montreux in Switzerland, Germany, Holland, Brussels, culminating in the prize-winning International Dance Olympiad in Berlin in the July of 1936. Deva Vijaya Nritya won the first prize. After receiving a huge glory in the field of Kathak in India as well as in the West, Madam Menaka established Nritya Layam 80 kilometers from Khandala. Menaka's untimely death cut short the fruitful life of a dynamic and pioneering dancer and choreographer. She was the real trendsetter for Kathak dancer. When we enjoy the beautiful Kathak ballets today, we should gratefully remember the pioneering work of Madam Menka in the field of Kathak. Pandit Lachu Maharaj, who is the uncle of Pandit Birju Maharaj, is a well-known name in the field of Kathak, as you know all, of course, know very well. He was also the founder director of Kathak Kendra, Lucknow. Started by the government of Uttar Pradesh, he was a famous dancer as well as a choreographer, also acclaimed for the choreography of dance sequences in the Indian movies like Mahal in 1949, Mughal-e-Azam 1960, Pakiza 1972. His some remarkable choreographies are Malti Madhav. In this dance drama, the music was composed by Dagar Brothers, script by Nirmala Joshi. Tapas sent for lighting. After the grand success of this ballet, he also made many more like Gautam Buddha, Chandravali, Bharatiya Kisan, Gandhi Ki Amar Kahani, Madhya Nishedha, Amrapali, Gokul Ki Gali Sankari, etc. All productions have achieved path-breaking success and become inspiration for the next generation. Also, Pandit Birju Maharaj is a very well-known name among the society of Kathak. You know it very well. In his time, Kathak is ready to accept the change from being a chamber art to a dance form performed on the stage. Necessitated a new language. The biraki, the delicateness have given way to openness. To Birju Maharaj, the credit of turning the essentially solo art into a group dance goes. He has done so many choreography that the solo art is almost sidelined. While his senior disciples like Bharati Gupta, Pratap Pawar and Shovana Narayan show the sparkle of solo. The younger lot Shashwati Sen, Veronica Azad also excel in solo as well as group compositions. Birju Maharaj and his contributions in choreography in Kathak is immense. Maharaj ji has simply given it depth without robbing it at innovation, mere simplification of stage sets and costumes. And he is not pioneering but positioning. Germans like Lechner gave us the minimalist approach and which added a special richness to our colorful traditions which hailed many accomplished dancers. He has choreographed more than 20 full-length productions, and Birju Maharaj has used tradition and made innovations from that after. The Kathak Kendra, though established in 1955, was recognized as such and as a body of the Sangeet Natak Academy. In 1964, normally it was the Kathak wing of Bharatiya Kala Kendra. A number of dance dramas were choreographed during this period. In 1966, Taj Ki Kahani, choreographed by Krishna Kumar, and the music was given by Amjad Ali Khan. Some of the excellent dance dramas choreographed by Birju Maharaj is Kumar Sambhav 1958 and music by Dagar Brothers, Dalia 1961 music by Satish Bhatia, Shane Awadh music by Dagar Brothers, Geetopadesh 1965 music by Dagar Brothers, and Krishnayan by 1966. Birju Maharaj performed these ballets production all over the world giving the traditional dance form worldwide recognition. And he made his Kathak Kendra famous with his production and his dance dramas using all kinds of techniques of Kathak, the costumes, the lighting, the music and so on forth. The next luminary in the field of Kathak dance drama is Kumudini Lakhya. Kumudini Lakhya is a well known name among the few dynamic choreographers in the field of Kathak. She was liberating Kathak from its feudal trappings, the usual salamis. It was no longer was Kathak being presented as a solo before a feudal patron to entertain the connoisseur and master. According to her, it was our responsibility to acknowledge its greatness and not violate its spirit, dilute or trivialize it. That was a greater challenge. She had never lost sight up to that responsibility. However, now could we relate to the themes and content of their legacy? How much perfection could we make the technique relevant to our times? In 1990, she choreographed Atakim. Now what next? The conflict between tradition and the desire to be free and attempt something new was undercurrent of that piece. In it, she used a golden colored wooden frame, and behind the frame was a dancer who was afraid to stepping out. The forces opposing the attempts of the protagonist appeared threatening. Shri Atul Desai used electronic as well as classical music. Dancers performed in opposite directions, come together, parted and formed separate groups, and in the end created an arc, bending their bodies and separating their arms in front of the wooden frame. She was also accused of using Western idea, that is equating her piece with modern dance, and also accused of using Western contemporary music. But in the final analysis, it was clear that she was exploring various elements for the theme that were partly abstract. She portrayed the struggle to free the self from the bonds of tradition and the stifling effect a blind follower of tradition generates. She also worked on contemporary Hindi poem, The Court, by late Sarveshwar Dayal Saxena. An alter ego of the coat, the wearer was my creation. I am a coat hanging from the page, goes the poem. The different images evolved by the poem were cast in the Kathak technique, and the work received wide acclaim. Kumudini choreographed a piece based on the tradition of Akhyan, narrative by the Man Bhatt, the storytellers, who used copper pots called Man, using the story of Usha Aniruddha. It was an attempt to tell story throughout Kathak dance in Venunad. She has blended Kathak with the art of the miniature paintings and to use vertical space in Thumri with colors, papers hanging from ceiling on stage. The dancers passing behind and in front of them, acquiring colors, has interesting explanation in Duvidha, the conflict. She had a protagonist caught between traditional values and liberating change. She used movements not generally found in Kathak. As we know among the other classical forms of dance, Kathak has immense possibility to project contemporary issue and make itself accessible to today's audiences, who often complain that they are tired of seeing the same old movements and footwork. After having the advantage of exposure abroad and more importantly an ability to grasp the best elements of showmanship and presentation, Kumudini also has imagination, an exquisite color sense and a keen ear to music. Besides these aspects, she is also a great master of Kathak. She has made a quality dancers in Kathak. No wonder that every student of her make their own way and never stayed with her for a long time, as Aditi Mangaldas, Daksha Sheth, Prashant Shah, Parul Shah, Ishira Parikh, a few examples of them. In the next generation, Daksha Sheth's journey from a trained Kathak dancer of exceptional merit to learning Mayurbhanj Chow and Kalari. Coupled with her familiarity with Tai Chi, Taekwondo has vested in her the possibility of bending not merely her body, but also her mind any which way. She is open to new sensibilities and is sensitive to trends nationally for display internationally. The genius of Daksha Sheth lies in her grasp of tradition, her understanding of contemporary taste, and her command over dance material, theme, choreography, music, costumes, lights. Not many have all the essential ingredients in place. Her dance company's name was Arathi. If we are talking about her choreographic work, Vivaldi's Summer in 1986 Summer remains a classic because it shows that innovation is about, it's not just about trying to something new on stage. Innovation, it is doing something that holds, has a language and a grammar and can be enjoyed. The simple use of Kathak Tatkars, the device of Western ballet leaps and the use of chakra made this item stand apart. The timepiece, Modern Times and Chahaya happened in 88. The next year saw Mahishasur Mardani, Kalya Daman, Govardhan Leela, Asatyam in 1992 followed by Yagna the same year made everyone sit up and take notice of the fact that Daksha had arrived with a dance company of merit. The intricate development of esoteric themes integral to Indian culture stood transplanted for stage, a feat in itself. The productions were tight, a not minute then required. She is going with Uday Shankar's vision following a day or 2 hour long production. Search of My Tongue in 94-95 were packed with pace, suspense, drama and dance in 1986. Rachna and Sangeetam were collaborative projects. The most recent Sari and her dance on the Khamba are the latest of 2015-16. After Sarpagati, Daksha was treated like a fallen angel in 1997. Ironically, Fallen Angels was the name of her next work, an experimental production mounted in an open space provided by the new British Council Library in Delhi. Her production Bhukham has also been very successful and its most demanded work from one repertoire. After Uday Shankar, in this generation, if there is an original artist, a master of stagecraft, a presenter of the art dance, in short, a genius, is her history will accord her that place of honor to Daksha. In March 2001, the production was Bhukham, a pure acrobatic dance feat based on Malkham tradition of Western and Southern India. The genius up Daksha lay is not having to depend on traditional use of mythology as a crutch or try to innovate senselessly. She simply uses the rope trick and pole tradition and make it to specify springly productions of 90 minutes in which her dancers, choreography, the music and sets proved her sense of production. Devi Saro, Daksha's husband, has also composed music for all the Daksha Sheth Dance Company's productions and also the founder of vocal ensemble from Kerala called Asima. If some ways Kathak has become rather limited and specialized in its technique and treatment, it is for the knowledgeable student of Kathak today to give it back its richness and depth by reviving its Sahitya and Sangeet, which alone can give its vertical ascension and profound meaning. Rest of these and full two exponents of Kathak in today's lots of creative work dancers also deeply involved in creating dance dramas, and their work is also appreciable. I can take the names of Shobana Narayan, Geetanjali Lal, younger Vidha and Abhimanyu Lal, and Maulik and Ishira Parikh, so many more who are creating works for Kathak and in also dance drama tradition. Namaste. Thank you.